In Stuck in Love, your character Sam says there's two types of people, hopeless romantics and realists. So I'm wondering, which are you and why?
I've definitely got a hopeless romantic thing going on. I do believe in love. I do believe in all the kind of the butterflies and the excitement and all that. I do think, however, though, that you sometimes need to follow your mind as well and kind of be realistic about situations. Love is a very complicated thing, and sometimes your mind does need to kick in, but I don't think it should ever really take over from where your heart wants to lead you. So there's a bit of both, but I'm way more of a hopeless romantic than a realist.
And now Josh Boone, who wrote and directed the film, gave you a kind of care package, didn't he, before you started, of a mixed CD and a book. Yeah. And I wondered how that helped you, and also when was the last time you made a mixtape with someone or someone made one for you?
I think just the idea that he went to the extent to make one for each individual cast member was so thoughtful, and it meant so much because this was a new experience for him. He's a first-time writer-director, and this is all new for him, and this is his baby being made into a reality. And the fact that he cared so much to make sure that all of us felt as excited or as supported by him as we were really supporting his experiment, and it really was an experiment for him, but was so meaningful, and it really did help get into the mindset of the character. And I actually still love making mixtapes or CDs all the time. And my friends, that's been something that we've always done, is like if you're in the mood for something, like for my birthday, my friend gave me a workout CD, which was really funny, and like a mixtape of stuff that I haven't heard in years. And it's just something that is so sentimental but means so much, and I love that.
You had some lovely parallels, I think, in real life with your character in the film in a way, because obviously you've been a writer yourself, haven't you? She's a writer. She also exists in the same world as her father, as you have been as well. Did those kind of things help you get into that character? Definitely.
The fact that she was a writer also something that Josh and I talked about from day one when I was saying, that that's something I've always loved and known I wanted to do. And being in the entertainment business like my dad is something that is great to be able to relate to each other on, but at the same time I wanted to be in it and enter into it in my own way and on my own path, and loving, respecting and admiring what he's done, but also at the same time trying to do it on my own. And I think Samantha does that in a way which is very similar to myself, and that was really quite lovely to have a father-daughter relationship that I felt invested in already. And Greg is such an amazing person to play someone's dad, just because he is so giving as an actor, but also just as a human being. And he's just got those qualities that you would want in a dad, on screen. And he's lovely. So it was really great to have him stand in for my own dad.
Now, of course, Sam's a very feisty character. She played a number of feisty characters. You've got another one coming up in a film shortly, The Mortal Instruments. What was it like kicking ass in TMI, and how did you prepare for that?
It was so fun. I love action, and I never thought that I'd be doing stunts in movies. But the training was intense. We had about 3 months of physical training beforehand, and then during filming, it was every single day with the stunt department and, physical fitness at like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning before work. But it was really fun because in the end, it pays off because you get to see that we actually are fighting. And the Shadow Hunter guys had a bit more difficult than I did because I only learn I have skills in halfway through the movie. But all of them, they really kick ass, and it was really fun. I can't wait for the sequel because I get to do more of that.
Oh, wow. And what was it like stepping into such a well-loved series and character, and one that you were a fan of yourself?
Yeah, that was a complete honor to play a character that I'd admired in the books. And I love fantasy, I always have, but I love that there's a realness to this series that Cassandra wrote, but then also Harold used in the directing of it. And it's a film, or, we're doing the sequel as well, but I think it's a series of books that really is different than others because it is so based in reality that it doesn't take itself too seriously in the fantasy world, so it's a bit more relatable to everybody in like a day-to-day life.
What can fans expect, and do you think the end will be as it is in that first book? Because it's quite interesting.
It leaves you wondering about a very important question, which I if you've read the books, you've read the books and but it's something that was very difficult to deal with in a film, I think, especially when you're tipping it at the first one, wondering if there's going to be a second one, and you have to play it both ways, and it's a very sensitive topic, but I think we do so in a way that really leaves you wanting more, but at the same time doesn't leave you completely dumbfounded. But I'm really excited. I think the fans are going to be very happy. I know the expectations are set so high when there are so many fans of the books, but I think we've done a really good job of kind of balancing that.